Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Boba Bash Week 5 here. We are getting to the final stretch in our final series of this week. It is Thanox Black Onyx versus LRSNY Esports. Both teams yet to find themselves a victory in this league, but it all comes down to it now. I'm Rhodes, joined with Rocky and Fossey in the observing booth. Rocky, how are you feeling jumping into a potential banger of a matchup?
It's been a minute since I've been at the desk, but I'm excited to be here. Starting off with Lotus. We got some cool picks coming out here. How are you feeling about this so far?
I'm very interested to see the intensity that comes into this matchup because personally, I have yet to actually see either of these teams in general, so I just have no idea what ultimately we're gonna see from these players. But I assume since they're both hungry for a win and not be eliminated in general, I assume we're gonna get some high impact and high action coming into this.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot that this has major implications to who continues
Oh
on.
yeah.
So this is the elimination match for both of them, isn't it?
Not exactly, but it is 100% elimination max here for THBO. Thanox Black have one match remaining, and it is going to be against, or sorry, they have two match remaining, but if they lose this one, since a team has dropped out next week, LRSNY has been gifted an extra win in general. So if they lose this one and LRSNY does pick up this win, they are effectively eliminated because of that stipulation. So it's a very big match for them in particular.
Oh,
Yeah, a whole bunch of fun stuff coming into this match in
this is
general.
stressful. I'm like trying to put that all in my head now. Okay. Wow.
And I don't even know if they know, so that is something to
You
keep in
know,
mind.
let's pretend that they don't and hope for the best. THBO's got a lot to come into here. Looks like they're starting a little bit closer towards the A main side. Big thing about Lotus on the early game is taking a lot of this A main space. From here you control both A side and B side if you take it.
Yeah, looks like they take Rubble earlier. Nice, very nice flash.
Perfect.
People are getting very aggressive. And Fruitless gonna start off the kills. Josh will trade it right back out though, but the attack are looking to back off slightly. The defense slowly stifling them, but overall, it's gonna be a 1-for-1 for now. But Tech finds win, so the attack will find another advantage in this round as they should have a free A site, but it looks like they're actually gonna back off through their own volition.
Really interesting stuff here. We see Vice inserted towards B, holding space, but not making anything of it. We should know that a lot of movement has been made towards A with 2 kills going down. They're gonna try and back this up, but they're not moving quick enough. If
No,
I'm on the
but
defender's side at this point, I'm starting to think that they're gonna be moving back to positions playing like a 1-1-1.
Luriox here has a trip to play with, so this could get extremely interesting with that Vice Flash being shot instantly. I mean, the defense has a really good opportunity. Will actually push out to try and find something, but Quinny G will find another pick for their team, and this should be all she wrote, but they're finding even more than Kai finds a triple kill to clutch out this round. How did this all come down? THBO with a huge one to start us off.
Beautiful retake coming in. I think B's a risky site to take. I mean, very much like on Haven, there's a lot of ways the enemy team can retake from this position, and we kind of saw it there where, despite how much space we had, it was just gone. But the moment they pushed back in.
Yeah, starting off with a 2v4 clutch as well is something to really help your team. And like we mentioned, THBO really needs to get off to a good start, especially since this is their map pick as well. So Bankai and especially their duelists being able to start off, and it's double duelist comps for both teams as well, may I add. So that's just exactly what they want to start off with, and we'll see how this attack goes as they have 5 classics and they want to potentially go to B.
Now in this position, I think B's a great idea. If you wanna hit something quick and just drop spike for points, I mean, B is the way to go. A lot easier to fight off in the beginning. This retake's just hard.
And they're just going to look to push right forward. It's going to be a bit of a Haven play where you try and take B and then you go straight to the other side. But Falco here with this Marshall will be able to give numbers back to the defenders. But of course, there is that rifle here for Quinny G. It is a Vandal. It can be so powerful and so useful if used correctly. And with how they planted as well, it's very aggressive. Can these two players hold their ground? Fruitless still covering this angle. They still have an idea of where these attackers might be, but they're playing it very smart. They're not looking to give up their ones, and they're going to force the attackers to try and re-hit now. It's not going to be looking very good, but Quinny G will find another kill. Falco will fall. Can they find anything else? As Luriox just sticking the bomb. They can't hear anything. Fruitless finds a few of their own, and the attack looks pretty good for a moment, but the defense comes clean.
Beautiful retake there. They didn't push too far. They didn't give up any positions. They took their time. Very clinical.
Yeah, especially that it was kind of looking a bit hairy for a few moments, but Fruitless is able to get those few picks by Guardian, which is really nice. And they can recover the Vandal, which I'm not sure if they did, but...
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, the bonus now. This is where things are interesting.
Yeah, this is what I call the make or break round. If they can't flip this for LRSNY, this might be a little risky for the rest of the game.
And Lucky Fan will be able to find two to start this round. The attack not wanting to give up this bonus whatsoever. Quinny G will find another of their own, and that's a perfect start to this round and not giving up essentially anything besides a few health bars. Beautiful.
Really strong round coming out of LRSNY this time. Looks like all they needed was a few guns and they have a match.
And that guy surely gets taken down here by Derek, and that is exactly what they need, though. They need to get off, or they need to get back into this game, and having a pretty clean round, keeping 4 weapons in. I mean, this is going to be incredibly interesting how this 5v5 full rifle round goes.
Oh, of course. This is where we'll see who's the who can take the fights a little bit better. Before, attackers were always on a disadvantage, but now it's like even playing fields. We'll be able to see who's a little bit more coordinated with their retakes, who's a little bit more coordinated with their mechanics.
Yeah, and it's both the duelists, primarily both of the Yorus, so far leading the charge for both of the teams, and Bankai has that dimensional drift available for the defense for potentially one of these retakes. So I'm really looking at Bankai in particular if they want to try and win this round and make it 3-1.
I'd love to see this Vice get a little bit more active. We saw a little bit last round taking out that Cypher. But right now we're chilling.
Portal closed.
Yeah, Bankai just very aware that this Yoru clone could potentially be real, as the attack is looking to make progress up towards a win now. With this Vandal, could potentially play spoiler, but it's a 1v3. Will get a smoke to help them, but it looks like they are looking to strike now. 20G pushing out. Can you potentially find the pick as Win finds a double kill, and that is huge. They have the spike, and the attack is essentially shattered. They need help.
Getting a little patient here. We're waiting.
I mean, they need a hope. They need a dream. Lucky Fan has to go crazy. They need someone to recover this spike, as Win will get some help as the paranoia will hit. Very nice satchels will delay them even further. Win looking for a potential quadra, as Lucky Fan is left alone, has no one left alive to save them. Is still trying to fight this, but Win says no.
Beautiful hold from Win there. Able to take 4 out with him. Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
I'm sorry, you're just looking at the knife.
Yeah, I'm amazed, dude. This thing's great. I don't know, I'm just...
Just mesmerized.
I gotta buy this whenever it comes to my shop. I didn't know it was this cool.
Yeah.
Apologies.
As it's this next round, though, Lucky Fan will have a showstopper available to them. LRSNY will be able to buy into this next round again. If they can get Quinny G in Ult Orb, which they're about to do, this dimensional drift to scout out this site could potentially be huge for attacking it. But look at where Bankai is all the way in the attacker spawn, essentially already. Could definitely play spoiler in this round. Potentially could even spot that spike out, because this attack doesn't even have it just yet. They're just making them make a lot of space, and we'll see ultimately how that goes, as all the trips are going to be shot down. Lucky will use the showstopper. Falco drops, finds a pick of their own. Fruitless will fall, but the bomb is not in their hands. It will be soon, because Derek finds Bankai slowly playing towards A, rotates over, and they should be able to get the spike down in a 4 versus 2.
It's a beautiful little drop by Lucky there. Or, sorry, Falco. I wasn't expecting him to timing that smoke so perfectly.
Find you.
For sure. If he could have found one more, it could have been even more huge. And LRSNY cannot play too much spoiler in this round. It leaves Win alone. 4 HP in a dream, but I assume Lucky Fan or one of these Lucky members should be able to take out this raise. Will use the showstopper, getting very giddy in this round. It will whiff, unfortunately, and ideally that is all she wrote. So we'll see what Win can do. Won't be spotted out by Derek just yet. We'll spot the head though, but it is a bit too late. Win might be able to potentially get the tech, but the tech is just in such a good position. Surely should be able to spot out Win before they're able to stick it. Got a bit close, but the tech finishes it off. It's 3-2, and this is anyone's game.
Yeah, I mean, Eco's looks a little balanced here right now. Win's a little low, but that's not horrible. We've seen him shoot. I feel like even on a pistol or a Marshall in this case, he'll be fine. I'd love to see him take a little bit more time to break Cypher's util. I feel like sometimes we're kind of just walking into it. If we can find that and keep him guessing, I mean, the match would be a lot different.
Yeah, it was pretty good by LRSNY though for just not getting caught by it too hard. They took it a bit slower, and then they did get caught by the camera, but I think that was all she wrote when they did eventually take that site. So overall, that was good as Bankai looking to be aggressive here, has a few members towards Doom, but the tech is able to find the Yoru, and that dimensional drift will be gone, and LRSNY take a huge advantage to start this round. Oh, and Josh somehow finds Falco through the smoke. It's a 3 versus 5. This round is not looking good whatsoever. The Nightfall will be used, and the bomb surely will be planted. I don't know what THBO can do now. Quinny G finds Win as well. What is going on? Crazy round here. Somehow finding these kills through all the smokes in the world. A very lucky one, or just very smart one in general from LRSNY. And this game, almost 100% is going to be tied in a few seconds. And I thought a big advantage would be with THBO. They had a very good econ lead, but it's just not enough.
I feel like at this point we need to be saving as many guns as we can. Every fight we take's a risk on the rest of the match for THBO. We don't want to lose any more guns that we already have. I mean, our econ's already hurting. We have 2 to take it to the next round, but I don't know if that'll be enough.
Yeah, it looks like for the most part it will be an eco in the next round. Fruitless and LRSNY really gonna need to step up, and these ultimates are still available for THBO, but again, I would have liked if Win still had that showstopper potentially. It was just like in the moment thing for them when they used it 2 rounds ago, but can't stop it now, and we will see what LRSNY decide to do, as the force up here for THBO is actually going to come in by Wind at least, so they'll have 3 rifles. They're going for it.
I'm excited to see how they hit this. I'd love to see a Raise Nade take out this Cypher util and then them pivot somewhere else. We're seeing THBO leave a lot of their sites, and like leaving one and just tripling up on one site once we hear any noise. Like right now we see Yoru heading over there to see with some noise. I'd love to see this Vice lurk up more, or even just a quick pivot and turn.
I'm a bit surprised Falco decided to destroy their camera just by getting a cheap ping off. I would have liked if you kept that cloak for a bit longer just so you get a bit use out of it, but I guess it's fine for now. The attack's still a bit slowed. They're just trying to find their first bloods, because it feels like that's how they've been able to win these rounds so far, and it doesn't look like THBO is going to give them an inch until Falco goes for that.
Let's see, we have a good hold on by Win over on A right now. Making sure to keep pressure. Doesn't hear door open, doesn't see anyone cross over. Trusting his team to make sure that door hasn't broken or they're not in C.
Of course, Wind did hear that orb pop, so they have an inkling there's something going on. Bankai will rotate accordingly. The smokes are starting to come in. Full utility here for Wind. What can you do? A big haunt will get Bankai a kill. They're looking for more, but Quinny G and Lucky Fan just deny everything. They have the sharper shots this time around. Fruitless, though, can be in a very nice spot. Will look for a pick, but the flash will be huge for Quinny G, and will stop the round from now in a 3 versus 2. Who can find the picks? Lucky Fan finds another and will find a third. What a flash from Quinny G, and the rest of the team able to come out on top.
Beautiful coordination through that smoke there with with Quinny G and Josh. Josh swinging out, making sure that Omen can't find another kill to get to that spike.
Yeah, and it is a very questionable spot now for THBO. I probably would have liked some sort of timeout by now, just because they've lost 4 of the last 5, but they're gonna go for it. They have confidence in themselves, and they have 4 ultimates to use. So I know I feel like I keep saying that they have these ultimates to use, but I would really like to see if they can try and, I don't know, play slower or faster, but just try to use this major utility to give themselves a chance in these rounds.
100%. I think a lot of this map is what space you control, especially on the defending side. Them giving up A so frequently kind of goes against them. They have no info into the early rounds.
At least this time around, they do have 4 players towards it, so they can fight it a bit better. Wind, the only one with a sheriff coming into this. We'll see if LRSNY decide to continue to attack with all the pressure that the defense is kind of putting upon them, and you can kind of see them stagnating. They're kind of like, well, should we go back? And it looks like with this insert here from Derek, we might be getting a bit of a B hit potentially. Of course, they know that these players are around now, but it is going to be them going towards this site. What will they decide to fight, though? Will they be aggressive, or will they not be? Dimensional Drift is going to be popped by Bankai. Should be able to spot almost every single member out. Has so much information for their team, but no one is really capitalizing on it. They're stuck in this chokehold. Will it be enough to win this round? Derek opens it up, but they're just stuck in a choke. It's so many kills for LRSNY. They can't move at all, but they're fighting back. Bankai and Fruitless left alive. 2 versus 2 now. What can Lucky Fan do? Derek with a third. Who can win this round? It's Lucky Fan. A close round, but LRSNY able to pick it up.
Beautiful hold there from LRSNY. THBO needs to work on that coordination. I mean, no one went little room to try and follow behind them. It was all fighting from 2 major choke points where, realistically, there's no good way to get out of there without being seen by another angle. They need to be able to clear more together, like from A-Link, C-Link, and Heaven, and even maybe if one could go, dare I say, flank, to find some kind of information.
I mean, just any place, not just 4 people in Heaven just getting rained down upon. But at least they were able to find a few picks, but at this stage of this half, a few picks isn't going to do enough. You need to be able to find these round wins in general, and they're going to be stuck onto an eco round here. Wind, the only one with a rifle, as a Dimensional Drift will be used by Quinny G this time. Looking to spot out the site. Steel Garden as well. Quinny G will not be able to attack much more on the site, as the smoke will be popped. Lucky Fan will be able to find the first kill of this round, and it is already looking very nice for LRSNY.
Yeah, truthfully, I don't see how they lose this. Our positioning's 3 in Heaven and 1 stairs. We just don't have enough space. Oh.
Lucky Fan will pop the showstopper. Double kill, though, and that will secure it. There's no way now. Wind is trying to make the most out of it. It's a 2 versus 3, but the time has run out. Lucky Fan with a quadra, including that beautiful double. 14, 4, and 3 now for the Rays.
Beautiful round there. It all comes down to how we're retaking. We're positioning too many, too close, especially with someone like Rays or even Vice. I mean, we're getting sectioned off by utility, and they can't take the space back.
Yeah, something that LRSNY has done very well has been their space usage around this map, and that is like the tricky thing when you are on defense on a 3-site map, just trying to keep your space and not get completely overwhelmed. But LRSNY has done a very good job of that, of just making sure the space they need to attack these X amount of sites is being taken, as it looks like they're going to put a bit of aggression towards B. Luriox here has some help, but they're going to be attacked. Can they fight this off? Once again, we saw this in the first round, and they go for it again. Not looking good now, as Fruitless is a bit scared. Have to get out. Wind finds one towards the other side, but Josh trades it right back out. It's a 4 versus 2. I just don't know what Fruitless and Falco can do in this round.
It'll be a hard one for sure. They're both bundled up towards Mountain. We know at least one of them is.
Gonna be very difficult. They will be able to cross, but at what cost? 1 HP now is Falco. The camera will get instantly shot. I mean, we're going to see Lucky Finn just get some free picks right here, padding the stats, if you will. The duelists in this game are just going nuclear in general, both of them with double-digit kills, as the tech will be able to get that Nightfall online.
Beautiful round. I'm really liking this B to C split they're doing. I never really run that because I am afraid of B, but it's working, and they are taking all that space so quick, keeping up with 4 to take out anyone who's even rotating from C link.
Yeah, it's so much scarier doing that compared to what happens on Haven, where you go B to A, because there's way less sightlines there. But on B on Lotus, I mean, you can get shot from so many different places, but they've just been so good. Like we kept saying, is the space they're able to take, they're making sure that they're able to get it to make what they want to happen really succeed. And it's something that we've yet to see THBO recently, at least, be able to conquer. But hey, they have a rifle coming to this next round. They have 4 ultimates, but their chances of winning this map are getting dimmer and dimmer. And there's another kill.
Oof. That's a rough one to lose. That's like all the passive map control that you have from Cypher.
Yeah, those trips are gone, and Bankai can just fight this off if, of course, Derek wants to go there, but Derek has no reason to. Playing very smart in general, and that has been kind of their MO so far in this game, just playing very smart and slow towards the B side. The Nightfall will be used. Fruitless still gets hit by the Nightfall, not exactly what they wanted to happen. Derek finds another kill on the Bankai, trying to move over, and this round might as well be over. Oh, somehow they get the kill with that shorty. Everyone falls. Win can't be the hero.
Oh, there needs to be a pause coming in. We need to reevaluate, guys.
It doesn't seem like it.
No. One thing we're seeing Vice do, and the attackers do really well, is insert this Vice and sit and wait till they hear anything. I'd love to see that more on this defensive side. Just because you take A space doesn't mean you have to fight for it the entire time. Even just a quick insert behind rubble so you hear what's going on, you know that space is confirmed, and you can rotate 2 off of that at this point. It's like we're fighting for it this time.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how, oh my god, Wind falls. That is the main carry here for THBO, going down. No showstopper will be available now for THBO, and they're going back to B. The only person that can defend this for now is Fruitless. Will be able to find Derek. That's a huge pick, but I don't know if it's enough. Fruitless may get a few, but it's a 3 versus 2 again. Somehow, LRSNY come out on top in this fight. So close for THBO, but this round is not over yet. 0 ultimates will be used in this round. What can Bankai and Lariox, the man with the Odin, do? As it's going to be incredibly difficult. The flash won't be able to hit too much. No one gets baited into that. Of course, the tech is very low HP, so that can be something to play for, but the flash won't be able to hit enough because of that smoke. Josh coming in clutch there. It's a 9-3 half.
That was amazing.
Switching sides.
Wow.
Very clutch in general.
We're seeing so with the switch now, we're going to see how this Vice adapts. We've seen them play a little bit more aggressive, more insert. I'd love to see how they will go about their defense side. Are they passive this time? Or are they going to be smart and try and take up space and flank a lot more?
I have a feeling it's going to be boring. Yeah, I feel like it's just going to be a pretty safe setup. You just sit back. But I mean, Derek has just been good throughout this map so far. So ultimately, we'll see as the pings on this map is really indicating we're going to see a B insert from a few players on THBO, and they want to crunch on the C. So Derek is the main character here for LRSNY to win this round for them.
Beautiful A fight. I can't even lie. No one's there, but it was pretty.
It looked really nice, but it doesn't matter.
We have Omen and Link playing for sound.
And a lot of ghosts in this round for the teams. Only 1 share from Wind. So we'll see if you can find any headshots there, as Derek is just so calm and collected, just not taking the worst fights at all, just trying to find some pot shots that have been working slightly to their advantage, as the smokes will come out here for THBOs. They're going to look to attack the site. Falco is able to find Derek on the C side. That could potentially help, but Josh finds the trade. LRSNY is falling down, but Lucky Fan and Quinny G finds the picks right back. Everything is going both sides. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 remaining. Lucky Fan, of course, still alive. Won't hit the tethered. What can these players do? Bankai and Fruitless have to win this for their lives. They have to win this pistol round if they want a chance. But Lucky Fan right-click from long range will find one. Fruitless peeks out. Can he find the other? No, Lucky Fan. The grenade is able to be the hero. Another triple kill in 21, 5, and 3. This raise is insane.
Oh, I'm like stunned. It was looking so good there for THBO for a second, but then, I mean, I can't even deny LRSNY's been insane with these holds, these retakes, and just their fights as a team have been a lot more coordinated and sharp, it feels like.
They are mine.
Yeah, they are so good at winning these 50-50 rounds too. Like, I don't know if it's skill or luck, but they are being able to win them almost every single time, and that has been the skill. They've been really able to push forward, as it looks like THBO are going to go mid. We saw this from LRSNY last time around, and I mean, it didn't work out, but they did what they could overall. But Bankai will open up, finding Josh. Won't be able to find the gun upgrade, but will be able to survive. But Quinny G will find a trade, and surely more of these players are surely going to fall. Fruitless will find one, but it is just not enough. 3 players survive, and equal damage from what we saw in the first half.
Oh, for sure. Now, we're going into the bonus round, so again, if any round is going to flip this game, it'll be this one. If THBO can't figure out what's going on this round, I can't foresee them winning the game. If they lose here with a full buy, they're going into the match point with nothing.
I mean, 100%. This is like a must win, and if Lucky Fan finds an orb or gets a kill, they have that showstopper back online at round number 3, and that could just completely break the brains of THBO, because why would they ever be expecting that?
Oh, of course. This isn't to say that they can't win. I mean, we've seen crazier. Fnatic pulled off an 11-1. We get Falco with the opening kill towards C Mound. I mean, it's shaping up to be a THBO round.
Never say never. If anyone watched the series yesterday, you would know the team with the worst guns always come out victorious somehow. As Fruitless finds a double kill. Somehow that spray works out to their favor, and that should give THBO their first round win in so long, since round number 3. Wind looking for the potential final kill. Here's the reload, and thank God, because THBO needed this desperately.
This is where it gets scary. We need Wind to play more passive. Oh, he gets the kill anyway. Only dropping 1 gun right before match point is beautiful. 11-4. It's a fight indeed, but they can still make it.
I mean, yeah, they have another lifeline. They have another lifeline, and they have money to buy into a future round as well. But this round right here, this is where things get interesting, because if they're able to win it, they break the bank of LRSNY. And then we get to some special spooky stuff where, is there a comeback brewing?
I hope.
Time to work.
I hate to see any team go at less than 5 rounds.
Definitely would not help their confidence, as it looks like the defense are pushing up quite far through C, and the attack is going the exact opposite direction. What would Josh and Derek look to do in this round? Derek's been a bit questionable so far in this half. Will need definitely a bit of help. Josh is actually insert now in the box and will get taken down by Wind. Unfortunate for them, and now it's going to be a 1 versus 5 on site. This Vice is in a hell of a heat. THBO, a brilliant start.
3 on the flank. This is the defense that I'd like to see, where we're taking more space aggressively, but I'm not going to lie, LRSNY's been gambling wrong every time.
Yeah, and that gamble is really going to hurt them with the neural theft used. I mean, the attack will be able to find Falco. Wait, Quinny G finds one as well. Fruitless falls. What's going on?
No.
3 versus 5. Lucky Fan has the showstopper. It doesn't matter. Quinny G wins this round. Goes 20-10-9. The duelists are on fire.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful retake, all stemming from the flank there. It's rough that we lost all that with even Cypher's scan coming in, knowing where they're at. We just couldn't stop it.
Match point.
Absolutely tragic for THBO. It looks so good for them. Like they literally knew exactly where LRSNY was. Falco used the neural theft. They had all the vision they needed, but just the gunfights were taken for 1v1s, and LRSNY said, "Thank you, we eat that for breakfast."
Eat it, they did. They took that back 3v5 on a disadvantage and kept all 3 players. That was amazing.
They will definitely want that one back, as once again, this rebel positioning will be taken by the defense. It does matter quite a bit with how many players are stacked for THBO. Will they try and force it is the question. Of course, they can still buy into this next round for the most part. They have 4 weapons and a Spectre for Fruitless, so we'll see how they want to play it. Unfortunately, their ultimate choice is not my favorite in the world with the From the Shadows.
You could like open a door.
Oh yeah, you go for the From the Shadows bait, open the door on A, and then boom, insert in the C.
There you go.
Absolutely massive. It looks like
Spotted.
yeah, Derek's have a very questionable half thus far. Will just completely backed up, and it looks like it's gonna be a full 5v5 retake eventually when they get on C. But no, they're actually rotating over the B. This is gonna be a back and forth round right here, as Bankai finds a lot of damage on the Josh. We'll see LRSNY now how they decide to play this round. Lucky Fan will be able to find Bankai. Of course, they have the dimensional drift. They will use it. All these players are now spotted, at least 2 of them. How much information will it be, though? The flash will be using totally stun on Lucky Fan, but it doesn't matter. These players are falling. Trades back and forth. Luriox left last alive, half HP, and will fall to the tech. 13-4 win for LRSNY. They take THBO's map pick.
Beautiful match there from LRSNY. I got to admit, in the beginning, I was rooting for THBO. They had a strong defense side the first 4 rounds, but man, they could not wake up from after that.
Yeah, I mean, we will definitely need to see something big come out of them next map, because going at 3-1 and then essentially losing every single other round is not the best situation to be in at all, as they are trying to play for their tournament lives, for their playoff lives. We will see you in a couple of minutes to see if they can get it done and force them at 3. Welcome back to Boba Bash Week 5, where THBO are playing for their lives. They lost 13-4, I believe, in that last map to LRSNY Esports. A crazy one at that. Absolutely outstanding performances from them. We'll see if Thanox Black Onyx can come back into this next one on Rhodes. Join with Rocky and Fossey in the observing booth. I mean, Rocky, that was a blowout last time around. Can we see THBO come back and win on LRSNY's map pick?
It's risky. Losing your map pick is a giant mental boom. From experience, it is not fun to go into a map confident and then get wiped like that. So going into the enemy team's map pick, I have to assume some of the mental fortitude might be gone here. But if they are comfortable and they know if they're good at their pick bands, they're anticipating this map coming in. So hopefully they have something going in. I will say I'm a little questionable about. Okay, well, the double Sentinel play of Chamber and Cypher on Ascent. Ascent's comp is kind of tried and true, like as we see on the LRSNY side right here with Sova, KO, Jet, KJ, Omen. It is the most practiced and most well-versed comp. Switching it up is a little risky every time, especially with the Reyna. Reyna gives very little. We're switching again. We have Sova now. This could be an interesting map pick. I don't know. I don't know how this comp's gonna work.
Yeah, and you're getting the Chamber Cypher into this map. Something you more or less see in ranked games, I guess you could say, but we'll see how they go. I guess they're playing more comfort side. I mean, they're playing for their lives right now. If they lose this map, they are effectively eliminated from joining playoffs because LRSNY will have 2 wins in their board, and with THB only having 1 match left, it just doesn't matter at all. So we'll see what THBO can do with Bankai on this chamber, and it has to be huge or else it's all over.
Early round, and for the first 2 rounds, this pistol is deadly. It's one of the first guns you can get with the scope, and starting off on the rip with it is gonna be beautiful. I'd love to see him take some space up this B main and push almost all the way down. One thing that we didn't see much from the Thonic side is that space take on their defense rounds. I'd love to see a little more of aggressive plays. Nothing too crazy, but enough to see if get some information on space.
Yeah, for sure, and we'll see how they ultimately play their defense, maybe a bit more aggressive to find that space, as LRSNY are looking to play up through Cat. Will they potentially be able to find some picks? A very nice Paranoia might be able to find Win, won't be able to just yet, but the Tech will be able to find one. Win trades it right back out, as Win will be able to find another, and Falco with a double kill headshot will give THBO their first pistol win of this series. That's absolutely massive to start off with. Or sorry, their second one. I apologize.
Beautiful picks coming in there. So this is where we started last time, where we saw THBO take those early rounds. I'd hate to see a repeat of last game.
I mean, for sure. And they're playing on their better side with how their composition is set to be. Again, I'm very intrigued to see what Bankai does on this chamber. We'll have an outlaw in this round. Of course, it doesn't seem like anybody will be contesting them throughout this mid. It's going to be 5 players going towards A, but Falco on this Cypher should ideally be able to hold it quite well with the Stinger.
I agree. One thing I'd like to see an adjustment out of Falco is being careful where these trips are. So we know that they know...
Oh no! Ooh. Lucky fan upgrades from the Stinger. Please continue though, as we have a bit of a lull.
Rough to lose the Stinger there. We see the Sova shot dart coming in every round. I'd hate to see him keep placing that trip on that left side. You got to, as a Cypher, you got to adjust from that and know where they're gonna pre-place their util to break it.
Are they going to adjust the retake though? Because Lucky Fan with the Stinger can potentially find quite a few picks. We'll be able to find one and will fall off that angle. Stays alive in hell for now. Big play here potentially from Fruitless. We'll be able to find 2 and makes it even more interesting. Still 1 in hell, but it just doesn't matter. A 1 versus 3, the time is ticking. But surely this round is won. A very nice retake overall, but so much damage done overall.
2 guns off is never a good position to start off from. we're going into a round where they might still be able to survive off this, where if the attackers bought any guns up, they might not be able to afford full armor, so the outlaw might be big. It's still not looking perfect for them, though.
Yeah, at least they were able to win this round, and last time we did see them lose this specific round. Of course, it is their bonus, so statistically they are going to, but I'm intrigued to see who steps up now for LRSNY. We saw Lucky Fan go absolutely crazy last night. We saw Quinny G also be in that ranking, so maybe we'll see a potential bonus huge round here from the side of THBO. Benkai still with an outlaw. Won't be able to find too much of useful targets, but might have this KJ potentially unlock if they look to push as Wind falls off that cat angle, and nothing else should happen here unless Wind gets a bit crazy.
They're a little bit better at finding information though on the early rounds. We're seeing darts come in, we're seeing a little bit of angle peaks. We're getting just enough. Oof.
Benkai trades damage with Derek, but that won't find a kill, but what will is Luriox and Benkai, but the tech finds the trade right back. The attack finds some huge kills that really saved their round, but that's a lot of damage done to them, and there's actually an advantage now for THBO to potentially find a round win.
Oh yeah, I mean, they might have better guns on the LRSNY side, but their health is hurting. They're effectively down to 1.5 players at this point, with Killjoy being so low and KO not being much better. I mean, we could see a big... We could see them take this round back.
Yeah, but it is not over until it's over. The defense are looking to rotate towards the A site, picking their 50-50, and it looks like it may be the correct 50-50 to take, as the tech still has not moved away from this possible angle, but it will make the defenders rotate slightly. Of course, Falco fully set up on this A site, anticipating these players to come. Should ideally have a free bomb plant, but what else comes after that is the big question. The players will rotate straight back over there. Falco, can you find this pick? You will. Can you find the second? It should happen, but no, Wind will be able to find it in their set of 1 versus 2 attack. Very low HP. Will be able to find one. Can't find the other. Fruitless clutches out this round. It's a 3-0 game here for THBO.
Already looking better than the last game. Beautiful round. This should have been THBO's bonus, so they should be able to bind this round comfortably, while LRSNY is a little bit rougher off. I mean, we're looking good. We're doing a lot better than last round. We're finding information a little bit quicker. We're taking space, and we're fighting together. I feel like last round, I mean, they were bunched up in heaven, which is good. They were able to take the fight together though on the tech to get that quick trade going.
And that's something that they kind of struggled with last map, especially just taking their ones and just losing them every single time. So at least they found what they wanted this time around. The win might be careful here. A very nice shot, just to get chip damage onto them, but won't fall for now. Of course, Benkai coming into this round has an operator. I won't complain about it just yet. We'll see the usefulness of what Benkai can do with it ultimately, but for now, just slowly, people are inserting each side of the map.
That's a good Sova drone coming in, trying to find some util, get shot out.
Yeah, nothing happening thus far, but Benkai will find Lucky Fan, teleports back, and there is your information. Win now, has to be a bit careful here, will get shot down by Quinny G. They can potentially find the gun upgrades. Attack looking for the fight against Fruitless. A lot of shots taken, no deaths just yet. Falco, he gets pushed. Oh no, it's a 4 versus 3 favoring LRSNY, and this operator has to retake short-hand. Of course, will whiff. Oh no, this is a big unfortunate misunderstanding. Now we'll see if Quinny G can potentially find a smoke. Won't be able to because of that null command. The tech whiffs on a shot, has to reload. Quinny G now pushing forward. Fruitless finds a double, and they're saving this game. It's all up to Derek. Somehow the defenders should win this map, as Derek cannot shoot the sheriff worth a damn. A triple kill for Fruitless, and THBO somehow win this round.
Not the question marks. Oh my gosh, Derek had such a crazy flank, and I was watching that go down, and I wanted to comment, but you were explaining the entire round beautifully. But man, I was so let down. Oh, looks like we're stacking up towards B this round, going into it. I love this aggressive op angle that Bankai's taking. He's switching it up. He's not being too predictable, which is an important factor of this game, is being able to switch up your positioning to make sure the team's never 100% confident of where you're at.
All I can say is don't whiff with it right now, as it looks like Bankai should be getting some contact. Has that teleport just in case. Will it hit again? It will whiff this time. Lucky Fan gets their revenge, and now this B site is almost completely for free. Luriox will be stagnated in market. Garrett finds wind, and finally LRSNY are finding the fight they want.
Spike planted.
Shock darts traded. Sova drone coming out. Finds Derek in main.
Yeah, I mean, the information is nice, but I mean, with how corralled these players are, they just don't really know where to attack, and Derek has just been such a nuisance in B main. I mean, yes, they were able to find it, but can they win the fight in a 3 versus 4? This paranoia, potential to hit triple, but Lucky Fan says no, 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 it all up. The Falco and Quinny G finds the shot. LRSNY, they find their fights, and they're able to win their first round of this map.
Let's hope there's more coming.
We'll definitely find out, won't we?
I'm hoping. I'd hate to see 2 sweeps back to back. I want to see some more fight.
Well, these ultimates available for both these teams make things incredibly interesting. 4 for THBO and 3 for LRSNY. I mean, stuff may potentially get wild in this coming round as Wind is looking to use that Blade Storm. That is who I'm mainly looking at, because usually this Jet ultimate finds almost no value, so hopefully something comes out of it here.
Oh, of course. I mean, this is a good time to use it, where he can't afford a gun, but he could buy a teammate and be able to use these knives to trade something out and find a weapon for himself.
100%, and the dash will be used from Lucky Fan, of course, with that very old nerf now, which is kind of sad to say how old that nerf is. Only has a bit of time to use that dash before it expires, and slowly, once again, LRSNY, they're playing so slowly to just insert themselves into a few of these areas, as Derek once again being a nuisance towards B main.
Of course.
Oh my god, Falco finds a kill onto Josh with the frenzy. The bomb is down. Of course, they can retrieve it with the From the Shadows, but that doesn't matter because look how much information Falco gets off of this. So much room up through mid and might be able to find a flank angle. Are they paying attention to this? They should be able to, but just so many fights should be happening around. The tech has to escape, barely lives,
30 seconds
but this
left.
rotate now is just looking so good for the defenders. The attack has to try and insert into the enemy spawn. It's going to be taking fights left and right. Can they find it? Luriox will be able to find one, can't find the other. More fights taken. Is Lucky Fan able to find one? Have to be careful because look at this flank. Bankai finds another, but Falco on the spawn should be able. No! The tech is able to find it. That's Win gets the kill. And we'll find the last. This round was absolutely crazy.
Beautiful. Like you had mentioned, I mean, these knives don't get much value half the time, but we definitely got it this round. He was able to pick up 2 at the end there, allowing him to secure the round, kind of sneaking through. Very nice. Well done.
Yeah, now re-extend their lead to 4, and not many ultimates were used, only a 1-for-1 in that last round, but what that will do is give some economy back to THBO, and it'll really hurt what LRSNY want to do. They kind of, a few of their teammates want to buy, a few of them can't, so it looks like we're going to get a bit of a split buy coming into this next round, and I wonder if they can get a bounce back here, because it really looks like Thanox are really playing for their lives, and they want to win this, because Wind now has a operator in their hands.
I don't think that's that thought. No, it's wants to win. I feel like they need it. They feel the pressure on their backs. This is their last chance.
There is no hope left if they cannot find this map win, and they're looking good so far, but can they find the rest of these rounds? The operator won't be able to find much value at the current moment because 5 members are indeed manned. They're using their flashes. They are dashing through. Bankai finds Derek to start us off. Can you find anything else? Left alone on the B site, will teleport back, will die because, of course, they were spotted by that chamber drone. So Bankai can back them dead, essentially. It's a 4 versus 4. Lucky Fan looking for one of the Fruitless, but unfortunately the knives are not good enough. Fruitless with a huge pick, a 3 versus 4 now remains. Some ultimates in the hands of THBO can be used to look to get information on these players. What can Luriox do, or Josh do, and will get taken down by the operator. It will be enough. It's all up to the tech in Quinny G. Can you find these picks? You need them all, but the tech can only find one. 6-1 is the score.
Beautiful take there, or retake, apologies. This op, I mean, I was worried coming into this round that it was going to be hairy. I hate the op when it comes to retake. Anything that has too long of range or too short of range, like a shotgun or a sniper, always a little risky because there's only so many angles that you can realistically use it on this retake. But I mean, Win found the one down lane and it kind of fell apart from there. Beautiful.
Yeah, Josh really wanted to play hero in that round in particular. Just tried to find them, or tried to catch them off guard, but Win was ready for it, and that is just very good hindsight play for them. And we'll see if they can continue to find some more information with this operator, and this defense is going to look to get tested early, especially Fruitless has been very good this map, but can you fight off now the 5 weapons of LRSNY as they're attempting to try and find any comeback possible?
Got Fruitless, unable to smoke this side out to try and delay them. They're just in there.
And the Hunter's Fury will be used. Hits Lucky Fan to start us off. Won't hit anything else. The Hunter's Fury will be traded by Josh. Will find the pick on the Luriox. That's a huge one from the Sova. Will get taken down to 1 HP, but they stay alive. And the information gathering that the Sova provides will be no longer in the hands of THBO.
At this point, they're flying blind. Luckily, Sova's low enough to where there is chance, but he's not with the team like they assume.
No command will be used. The Paranoia will secure a kill on the Bankai as Josh on this flank will find a triple, and that should be all she wrote. Fruitless all alone, just gonna look for exits. A very nice round for LRSNY. They're finally able to pick up one as this operator will fall.
I gotta say, while Josh might not have been able to be the hero last round, he definitely woke up this round for it. Getting one with his ult and then being able to trade 2 out lane while at 10 health.
I mean, that awareness in general, they used on just Fury. We've seen it in pro play so many times where if your positioning is known and you commit to using it, Luriox just said thank you for the free kill, top fragging the team, and has a 2.0 KD for a team that's losing for a team that's winning, or oh, I got the wrong person. It was Josh. My apologies. Never mind. I'll shut up. Tour de Force now used here for Bankai. We'll see if this operator from Chamber can get any value. As once again the attack, they're really liking B right now.
It's not. It's understandable why. I mean, that's the issue with these Sentinels. I mean, with like Cypher, you have only so many sites you can play, and if you're consistently on A, it's a little bit easy to read, and Chamber just doesn't have that whole potential.
From the shadows will be used, goes all the way to the A site, which is very questionable, but I guess it was just completely freaked out. Either way, Lucky Fan finds wind, and the attackers again, LRSNY, they're really putting up the pressure, trying to get back in the form like they played in the last map. We'll see what Lucky Fan can ultimately do. Will not get hit by that recon dart. Looking to try and play Spoiler. A very nice play with the Sova, and will find a second kill in this round. This Jet looking for even more. The flash will hit, but the kill will not come. Falco looking to make things interesting in a 4 versus 3. The time, of course, is going down. Neural Theft will be used. Is it enough to win it, though? Will catch the players off guard. Falco needs an ace to win this round. Never mind. Bankai will find another. It's all up to Derek, but the time is too low. Bankai maybe will fall. Who knows? Either way, Derek will secure this round. That was much closer than I thought that was going to be. I'm not going to lie.
No, that got real close there at the end. I was even shocked. Beautiful hold there by Derek, not popping her util too soon, making sure that with the the nanoswarms, that they were able to buy enough time and just trust their team to hold them off the spike for long enough just for the nades to be able to make sure that no one could touch it.
The good thing about that too is that even though they all died, since they won the round previously, they were able to buy up into this next one and will force an eco on the THBO, a place that I really didn't think we were going to be heading to this game from how this half has gone, but Thanos Black have let loose the dogs a bit, and LRSNY once again are going back towards B, and Fruitless is going to be stopped from trying to defend it for now.
Beautiful TP from Fruitless getting out. We see Quinny G teleporting into the lane.
What can Luriox do here? Playing backside,
Oh.
the Bucky does not do enough damage as the tech gets a pistol kill. Bankai will trade one back, so there is potential for the retake to come, but it all depends on what happens here with Lucky Fan playing in logs, playing this off angle that if not checked can blow up in your face. A 4 versus 2, make it even worse potentially, but Lucky Fan will whiff for now. Either way, this round is looking so good here for LRSNY. It is a very nice one to
Beautiful
do.
round.
6-4. This is getting hairy.
We might be able to see a 6-6 half come in, and it is LRSNY's map pick. They might have just been playing a little bit slower, trying to read the team, but now they might just be full throttle towards the end. And if they trust their defense side with this, they have a standard comp, so there are set plays written that you can just pick up. They might be able to turn this map back around. They lost a lot of the early games to Thonix Black, but they might be able to just take it at this point.
And then when you think about it as well, THBO have a double Sentinel comp, and if they go down 5, if they lose 5 or 6 rounds, I mean, the advantage that they initially had will be essentially gone, and then things get very interesting with what LRSNY can ultimately do, because they have a very versatile composition compared to what Thanox has. So I'm very intrigued to see what we'll see as Wind and Bankai are looking for this double flank where LRSNY, they are not paying attention to this at all. This should be huge, depending on the timing. 3 might fall here. 1 goes. Can't anymore. The Wisp will come, and they will just have to insert fast. Fruitless will be able to find another 3 versus 5. It is now not looking good for this attack. A very nice slow flank, because they realize they're not going to defend this whatsoever. But will they remember that Wind is potentially on the flank? People are still there. Derek will fall as well. The attack crumbles in this round, and I think this one is essentially over.
Yeah, this is a beautiful play by Thonix Black. Truthfully, I don't even think they saw Wind on that flank. They only saw Chamber from what I remember, so him working right back up A main was crazy. We won the round. I don't know if I'd waste more guns like that, but it happened. Thonix Black looking a little rough on these buys, losing a lot of guns here at the end.
That
Whereas
hurts them so much.
It does. LRSNY's able to come back with a full buy into this round. I don't think they have anything missing either. They should be able to afford full kit here. Whereas Onyx Black is kind of struggling past the finish line.
They're in a bit of no man's land, that is for sure. But hey, at least they're able to get as much as they can. 3 ultimates, though, in the pockets for LRSNY. Of course, I would say the only useful one there is going to be that null command, which is popped early. So how will these players defend the site? 3 players will be towards it. The paranoia will be used as well. Won't find much value off of it. But Falco able to find 1. Won't find a second because of the Phantom Dink. And huge kill by Luriox. It's a double. Fruitless inserts as well.
Beautiful.
Luriox and Fruitless win this round. It's an 8-4 half. THBO come out on top.
Switching sides.
Beautiful hold there. Playing on that box is so risky because it's so frequently spammed to try and hit that headshot angle that that Falco was playing. But I mean, it paid off this time where he was able to pick up 2 off of that because they did not clear him at all.
Rule number 1, clear your corners. I say it every time because it just keeps biting people in the butt. And hey, there's really no heroes in this game right now. A lot of these teams, a lot of these fights are really just come down to the team moments. 12, 10, 10, 10 are the kills for Thanox Black. There is no one just completely carrying. They're playing as a unit, they're playing as a team, and that's partly why they have been able to win so much. But will it be enough to beat LRSNY here, who is looking to be aggressive on their defense?
It's a little risky,
Oh my
especially
God.
with Cardinals coming into the attack side. This is going to be a fight for sure.
That guy was totally ready and finds a kill on the Quinny G, but gets traded back instantly as they still want to fight this. A lot of aggression for both these teams. But the key note, the smokes are in favor of THBO, so they can just do this. They can just force getting on the site, and LRSNY can't do anything about it. Break the door, but nothing else just yet. These smokes being such a nuisance as 4 members of THBO will actually play on site, which can be slightly questionable depending on who you ask, as we'll see what LRSNY decide to do. 2 players looking to insert into B main, but is that going to be enough for this retake?
I'm not sure. I mean, our defenders here are low as is. They don't have much detail left. I mean, we've seen the darts come out, shock darts. Well, Josh falls. Tech falls.
Oh, Lucky Fan, though,
Lucky's able
needs
to
an
get
ace to
2.
win this round. Can you do it? No.
Oh.
Falco again with this ghost. 13, 10, and 4 now. Will win this round. A very clutch round for THBO, and they have a possibility to make it 10-4.
Beautiful rounds coming in. I'm amazed to see a double Sentinel comp like this working so well. I mean, it's not unheard of, but like I was saying at the beginning, the comp for this map's pretty fleshed out with LRSNY playing the standard, which works against them, but it's also should be a comp that is a lot easier to run with how many plays are written out for them. We see LRSNY gamble stacking 5 towards B, while THBO is 5 towards A.
It's the classic, isn't it? Of course, the defense is probably screwing this round. I assume Benkai, with this outlook, should be able to find at least 2 picks. We'll just back off after 1, but either way, I mean, a pretty easy, snazzy, bazzy round here, and it's probably going to be 10-4, which is extremely scary for LRSNY, which gives THBO all the momentum, but we'll see what Win can do. Only finds 1. We'll be able to find the gun upgrade potentially as Fruitless is actually just going to attack the whip back and forth. Don't matter. What a shot, though. Either way, a nice round from THBO.
Beautiful 2 kills there. Like we said in the beginning, 2 kills off is still 2 guns that THBO can't carry into this round, which is risky. We see Win buying back up to a Vandal, though, risking the rest of his econ for the game. There's a world that LRSNY can come back from this, especially on their map pick. It's not looking great right now, though.
Definitely not my favorite in the world, that is for sure, but you never know what can happen, you know? Yeah,
oh, of course.
Surprises, of course, always come by, but that's 4 rounds in a row now for THBO. We saw them win their bonus last time as well, but again, their double Sentinel composition, if LRSNY set up for it properly, it could bite them in the butt. As they look to insert into a main. We'll see that the Owl Drone can push Lucky Fan off, or Lucky Fan might stay in this position as Wind is actually playing super aggressive through Cat. Will get picked off by Quinny G to start this round off. As Lucky Fan looking for more the paranoia and flash hit, but won't be able to find a kill just yet. The smoke will come through and stop the attack for now. As Bankai now looking to potentially push up. Quinny G going for a psychotic play will get taken down by Fruitless.
Those are the things we can't risk to lose. I mean, Quinny G dying, trying to push through this smoke is risky, especially when they need these guns.
Yeah, it looks like they won't look for the upgrade, which is fine. They're looking to go through market, and that includes Josh in this position just beside the spawn of the
30
defense.
seconds
But
left.
will you be able to find a pick to really stifle their attack? As Derek will need some help. Won't find the pot shots that matter. Will get hit by the trip. Derek now, what do you do on the site? Will you get cleared, or will you hit yourself with a nano swarm? Will find some shots on the people, but will fall to Bankai. And this round's looking very good now for the attack as they're able to get the spike down. 2 players are 1 HP for LRSNY. The neural theft comes through, but Lucky Fan able to play a bit of spoiler. Full HP now on this Jet. Of course, what can this player now do in the smoke? Fruitless has been very clutch for them so far. Catches them off guard. We'll be able to find one. Can you find the other? And it's all up to Lucky Fan versus Falco now. Back spawn. Can you find this pick? And what a shot by Falco. 11-4 THBO. This Cypher's insane.
Beautiful pick by Falco there to make sure the round doesn't fall into LRSNY's hands. It was getting close there. I mean, Lucky Fan really tried to pick it up and finish it out. I just got unlucky with Falco's the GOAT today, I guess. I don't know. That was insane.
I mean, everyone's definitely having a much better game. That went on before. I mean, it was very rough last time around, but Fruitless 17-9-10 right now on this Omen. Definitely being the big support and big carry that they definitely need. Lucky Fan looking to be aggressive with this Blade Storm. Hasn't found a kill just yet. Only has 2 knives remaining. Will be able to hit one to get the reset. Will find another. Lucky Fan giving LRSNY a chance. Looking for another as well. Bankai will fall to Josh, so it doesn't matter either way. The gun upgrade should come as Wind finds a double through mid. Makes this even more interesting, but Quinny G denies it. It's all up to Fruitless. We've seen Fruitless be really good in this game, trying to delay as much time as possible. Quinny G now gets smoked off, but Fruitless will fall anyway. A thrifty on the back of Lucky Fan.
This might be what LRSNY needs. They needed a round to stop the momentum that Thonix had. They were steamrolling on attack with their Sentinels. I mean, this could have been the round to flip it. Their econ's not necessarily the strongest for more of these fights, but they're in a position now where they might be able to flip it from this position now.
I mean, just a small amount of momentum can really make or break a game. That's exactly what they need to do here, because if they get aggressive, like they're trying to do, they're about to get blown up to the heavens unless Lucky Fan can clutch it out, finds Bankai, and look at this crunch from Josh and Derek, huge! As Lucky Fan finds another, it's all up to Luriox. This set play goes absolutely nuclear, and it looked bad for a second. It looks like they're gonna get crunched down, but somehow they stay alive, and Luriox should fall as well. Another triple for Lucky Fan. 23, 13, and 4 now on the Jet.
This is what I was talking about with this comp. They have a lot of set plays that they can do with the flash over tiles, be able to push up mid. I mean, this comp should be doing a lot better. One thing to note for THBO is they're lacking any real flashes. They have a paranoia, sure, but that's only useful in so many cases. Being able to flex those flashes with KO and be able to throw a paranoia with Omen at the same time. I mean, LRSNY is looking with a better comp for these fights.
You want to play?
Operator now picked up for Quinny G. It will be Rivaler. Oh my god, never mind. The operator is gone. Don't buy the operator, people. Falco with an outlaw makes things extremely interesting as Bankai with the Tour de Force is activated as well. Of course, this is an equal round here for THBO, but if they win it, I mean, it is so detrimental. That's 3 down on LRSNY. It's all up to the tech, and Derek, not nutty. Josh even has to say that was some nice shots. This round is essentially over. The Blade Storm also popped for win, but I don't know how much value it's gonna find now. Tragedy for LRSNY Esports. This is gonna break the comeback completely.
Yeah, it's not looking great for them after this. This is a thrifty for LRSNY here too, which is the scary part. Oh, THBO gets it. It's all left to the tech now.
I don't know if the tech has enough tech to win this round. Bankai looking to get a kill of their own. It will come, at least at the end of the day, but I just don't think it is enough. In a 1 versus 4, you have no room whatsoever. Goes for a flash as the thrifty comes through from Fruitless. What a round from THBO, and what a sad one for LRSNY.
Beautiful game coming in here. I mean, we're seeing now what the Lotus should have been for THBO on their map pick, and LRSNY losing theirs right now is insane. I think these teams both need to reevaluate what maps they choose after this game.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday in the series between Mask and B3, we saw the opposing teams win on their opposing team's map picks, but it was like 13-10, 13-11, like it was close. But in these, it is just complete domination from THBO. Falco, a double op kill. Quinny G, you caused this, and you are gonna die to its remains right now. The tech now has to clutch out this round. Will get taken down by Wind, and you will not be able to see the fire because you are about to get bursted down. The Wind clutches out this
Beautiful
round. A
round.
flawless from Wind. THBO keep their playoff hopes alive, 13-6 as we go to map 3.
I am amazed.
Absolutely crazy. I mean, I have no idea where this is going to go from now. Both teams just completely destroy each other on their map picks. Like, where do we go from here?
Into the decider we go, and to see what happens after this.
Welcome back, everybody. We are in the final map of this series between LRSNY Esports, who decimated Thanox Black Onyx in the first map, 13 the floor, versus, of course, Thanox Black Onyx, who beat LRSNY on their map pick 13-6. Both these teams just battling on the opposing maps. We'll see how this next one goes. I'm Rhodes, joined with Rocky and Fossey in the observing booth. Rocky, I mean, this is absolutely crazy. Thanos really trying to live their life right now and try to not be eliminated. Can they do it?
Honestly, if you would have asked me at the end of map 1, I would have said probably not. But coming into this now, I mean, looking at how they swung backwards off of Ascent and being able to take the map back and bring it to even playing field. Now both teams' backs are against the wall for this win. It looks like looks like Thanos Black has 4 Vipers and 1 Chambers so far. So we'll see how this goes. Having a little bit of fun before the game, which is always good for the mental. So honestly, I don't want to say I'm partial, but I feel like Thanos might take this back.
I mean, hey, they are feeling very good after that last map. And of course, they played absolutely extraordinary. As these picks are going to come in, we're going to see double Sentinel coming out of THBO once again. And that is going to be very intriguing because it worked out in a way that you and I probably didn't think it would, at least because we had that just bias towards what happened in the previous map. But now that they're doing it again on the Sunset, I'm feeling pretty nice about it.
Oh, 100%. I don't know. It's hard to explain because the first match, I feel like they had a more established comp and were willing to take and had the kit to take those fights and didn't. But the moment that they had 2 Sentinels, I feel like they got a lot more aggressive and were able to take that space, like I had complained about in that first map, which flipped it for them in the entirety. Now with double Sentinels, I'm excited to see if they keep that same aggressive energy and be able to take this space, or if they're gonna play a little bit more passive like double Sentinel comps usually do.
On the flip side, now we get to see LRSNY go back to a double duelist composition, something that really worked out well for them on Lotus, and we'll see if that can really come to their advantage heading on to Sunset, something that was one of the reasons they were so good on that map in particular. But we'll see what happens. Bankai with the Headhunter won't be able to find a pick just yet, but will find Josh eventually, and that is a huge pick to start off this round for THBO.
Losing their skin so early is rough, and Bankai taking this early fight, it's risky. It's that aggressiveness that I was looking for, though. I mean, it's the only way to win some of these maps is to get that early info. We don't have a dart coming out from Sova yet on Thanos' side, but they're taking up space mid, trying to find anything at this point. They have to play in some of these blind spots to make space.
Here we go. They're pushing fast through mid. We'll see how fast they can recover. Queenie G will find one, but the trades are coming in favor of Thanox. It's going to be a 2 versus 3 for now, but Lucky Finn and Derek are standing their ground. It's up to Luriox and Falco. Remember, though, how good Falco has been in the Ghost rounds thus far, especially in that last map. So do not think that there isn't still an advantage for them. Derek and Lucky Fan, so far the MVP of the series in general, multiple 20-kill games, will get hit by Falco a bit. We'll see how much that factors into this fight. Luriox and Falco looking to retake the site. They have it for free, but Derek and Lucky Fan have to try and defend this. Derek pushes right back, does quite a bit of damage. Lucky Fan can't find the kill just yet. Derek will get taken down. Lucky Fan will get taken down as well, and THBO win their 3rd pistol round of the series.
Beautiful retake coming in from THBO here.
4th pistol round, sorry.
Find them again.
I'm just
Either
amazed.
way. I mean, it is just exactly what they need. It's a team ace for them as well. Like, everyone gets on the board, and that can continue with their structure. Because remember what I was saying when they're dominating so much last game is that it was a whole team play. There was not just one person winning all these fights. The entire team was contributing in one way or another. And if they can get off to that kind of start again, I'm really anticipating a very good map for them.
That's what every team needs, though. They need to be in sync with each other. If there's ever just one person standing out, you kind of feel like something's wrong. Early shot coming in from Bankai, not connecting with anything as they try and take up mid. Do they push this smoke?
Same type of hit going on, but look how ready they are. Bankai will only be able to find one. Luriox and Fruitless will find a few picks of their own. I mean, Fruitless has been very nice with this Guardian in this series thus far. We'll see if they can continue that as we head to the most important round, I would say, right now for LRSNY. Last map, THBO won every single bonus, won both bonus rounds. It wasn't clean, but they got it done. So can LRSNY finally clean this next round up and actually look to attempt to win it?
With these buys coming in, I mean, we still see LRSNY with one of us on regen armor, so this outlaw becomes a threat, and we're pushing towards the side where we've seen this chamber hold space.
And just the damage in general Bankai can do with the outlaw as well, and then back off is always beautiful as the smokes are gone. Quinny G gets taken down. Bankai is feeling no pressure whatsoever, and it is just looking continuously good now as the team is now going to insert onto the B side. But guess what? The bomb is in spawn. There will be no plants just yet. All of this is essentially just a bait because you don't get any value.
Of course. I mean, losing smokes takes incredibly hard, especially with Sova kind of alone in the site. He has 3 angles he can be pushed from.
Fruitless again! Playing spoiler, gets a double kill. That is so bad for LRSNY as the bonus round is looking to come back into fruition. Bankai has that upgraded Phantom, picking it off of Quinny, and now stands backside of A, where essentially the attack is forced to go to unless they want to somehow retake B with having 0 information whatsoever. The question is, what do they ultimately do? The Tech and Derek have to be clutch. They need to be those players to really give their team a chance in this map, because if they lose this round, this map essentially could be over before it even started, as Bankai in this site behind the box should be able to find Derek. No! Will get spotted out. Can he find the pick though? They will, but Derek is left alone in the 1 versus 2. Tragedy here, but can LRSNY clutch it?
What's big here for Thonix here is that they can smoke off bomb and have one just hold the other sides of it. I mean, they have enough util to find Waylay, to hide from Waylay. This round is stacked against Derek here. I mean, we can see something happen. We've seen crazy things happen all game. It just depends on how these 2 players work on this 1v2.
They are not expecting Luriox whatsoever. Will be able to find the pick, slowly going through elbow. And it is another bonus here for THBO. Fruitless and Luriox stay on top. And look at that money comparing to LRSNY, because it is looking bad. And it's exactly how last map started.
This is getting interesting. Having this go to the decider is not what I would have thought in the beginning. Especially with how like Fruitless Wind and them on Thonix lost on their map pick, then flipping Ascent. Now this is a map where there might all be a little uncomfortable, but Thonix isn't showing it.
And there's like so many more layers as well, because if the DQ happens and Rotten do get that, or sorry, if LRSNY do get that free win, and Wind surely will fall here in this eco round. Of course, 3 Stingers and 2 Sheriffs will make this very interesting. This will be a plant. THBO actually has potential to lose this round with how the weapons are kind of positioned here for LRSNY. I'm very intrigued to see if they can potentially win this round. Of course, the smokes will still be available. Quinny not dying first this time. I don't exactly like the Stinger on this box, but we'll see what you can get done. Can you play off and will be able to find no kill? Oh, unfortunate, but Derek will be able to find 1. The damage is done and will be able to trade off it. This operator in the retake not able to find value thus far. Neural Theft will be used. Fruitless finds a pick. Josh will find a trade. Bankai, though, is in a bad hurt because Josh clutching out this round. A 4K for the Sova. That's exactly what LRSNY needed to get back into this. It's a thrifty.
They aren't impervious.
Beautiful plays there from LRSNY. They were really using their space and these lesser guns to take some really interesting engagements. I mean, you had mentioned it. Omen on that box is a risky play, but like he was able to still get some chip damage with Waylay being able to finish it off from behind safe box.
Yeah, for sure. It did as much as they needed to do, and that's also the risk buying an operator on round 4 if you're not able to retake cleanly or if you're not able to have that player advantage. The operator just loses so much value, and that's exactly what ultimately ended up happening. Benkai can't help the team as much as you would like if you had a rifle, so we'll see now what Fruitless decides to do, and finds Lucky Fan through the smoke. The attack is having a howler. Win finds a double kill. It's all up to Derek and the Tech, and they're not even near each other. The bomb is down on the site. The Tech will be able to find one. But look where Bankai is. Well, you're not expecting this whatsoever. Derek will be able to find one. The Tech, though, caught running with their knife. And this round surely is over. Derek needs an ace in order to win it. The Waylay has been left alone so many times in a row and won't be able to finish it off unless Lyriox does fall. But Bankai finishes it off. So close, but it's a round for THBO, and they're fine with the damage.
That was a really risky round for all those fights, though. I mean, it looked like we were just taking a lot of ones. We have our first timeout of the series coming out.
In this economy, a timeout.
At this point, I mean, Quinny G needed they needed this timeout to reevaluate. I mean, we saw them lose on their map pick pretty decisively, and at this point where the match is starting out 4-1, I mean, you need to figure out what's going on and where that team cohesion is going.
Yeah, and the ultimates are starting to come up for both teams as well, so that just puts in a sprinkle of more interesting things coming to plans. You can technically try and play out this round because it looks like they do want to buy up, but how will they play it? Because they do have Derek's Waylay ultimate. That convergent pass can get you on the site, maybe combo it with Josh's Hunter's Fury, and then get a few picks, and then that might give them enough momentum to be able to take the sites, but I do wonder if just how much pressure THBO is putting on them, they might not really think of trying to do that.
To see what the round plays out. Onyx Black is playing this fantastic, though. I mean, they're not giving up too much space. They're taking a few ones, but they're able to trade it out. They've gotten lucky enough this time. We'll have to see what happens as the rounds go on. Make sure they don't get too hectic.
Yeah, and both these teams still have one game to play, assuming they don't have to, or assuming LRSNY does not have to verse Rot, and could make things extremely interesting, as only pot shots will come thus far. Thanox Black looking to try to defend mid this time around, which we haven't really seen them need to do. Falco positioned very well, will only get a few pot shots and is left alone towards B, so the attack should be able to potentially find the site, assuming Falco doesn't contest too hard.
Coming out.
Yeah, Hunter's Fury will be used. We'll tag Falco once, won't find another pick. Lucky Fan will be able to intuition themselves and find Falco a huge one, and it's going to be a 5 versus 4, something we haven't seen much from LRSNY recently.
No, this is a good little advance they have here. Personally, if I was Quinny G, I would have stayed on that box. We kind of gave up some space losing that, but that's okay.
Yeah, he gets spotted out as well. Won't do too much damage after that, as the retake is coming through. Lucky Fan is not spotted out, though. Will be able to find another and finds a headshot through the box. Win now trying to put pressure on, but it is way too hard. It's a 1 versus 3. The time is running out. You're just going to save your rifle. What was that shot from Lucky Fan to win this round for LRSNY?
It was beautiful is what it was. Hiding behind that box, Bonkai ran out without checking anything, and like you said, clear your corners, rule number 1. We're just not doing it. We're taking aggressive fights, and we're not being able to trade them out.
And look at the money position that actually puts us in now, as the rifles can be bought even better for LRSNY. They can buy potentially into next round as well. And THBO, they're stuck with 2 rifles and a couple of pistols. Of course, we've seen them win this type of round before. They have the ultimate advantage, but LRSNY, they now have that pressure and momentum.
Of course. I mean, if there's any round to turn it, it's here. I mean, with low buys, Onyx isn't looking great. They have 2 ults that they could use, though, to kind of turn it to balance it out. But even still, it's Sheriffs versus Vandals. Maybe in some knives and maybe in op, but at this point, I don't think it's worth it.
Dimensional Drift now popped for Lucky Fan. Gonna look to clear out this entire site. Will spot the Omen. Will they look for the fight? I don't believe they will, but they'll just take the site for free. A 5v5 retake. Another great start here for LRSNY. It's going to be very hard for them to fight back in this. The Tour de Force, of course, with Bankai, so we'll see if that operator can find any value and will be able to find Josh. That's absolutely massive. And Lucky Fan will be cleared out with the Sova drone, so the defense can get onto the site, but can you clear out the tech? Who's very low HP, will fall as well. 3 versus 5. The retake is looking so good for now, but Derek finds a double of their own. Lucky Fan finds another one. It's a 2 versus 1 now. Quinny G left alone. Can you win this round? Can you clutch it out? Has to spam eventually, but Bankai will win this round. A triple kill. Doesn't care that they're on a thrifty. They're gonna win it anyway.
What a beautiful retake. Oh my gosh. Being able to, they learned from their mistakes. They cleared that box that Bankai failed to the first time, but they weren't about to be caught out by the same trick twice. And then being able to push through with Bankai slowly working market with that op got them that round. Now that op's gone though, I mean, how are they going to react now? It's an eco on LRSNY's side, but this is where it's a little bit scarier. They have shown that on their thrifties, they are still a force to be reckoned with.
I mean, both of these teams are, at this point, very good at pulling off of these clutch rounds, but can Bankai stifle some pressure that they can potentially put on? Teleports very late and somehow stays alive, as Win now also to look put pressure on, but Derek has been so good in this game thus far. The duelist role really activating on them for now. Bankai has to be a bit careful though, is pushing out, finds the 1, but Derek again able to find another pick. Luriok now gets a trade of their own. Fruitless finds a kill while they're paranoid, and it makes it a 2 versus 3. Shock finds 1, and Derek finds another. It's a 1 versus 1. 1 HP for both of them. 7 versus 5. Derek, can you clutch this round for LRSNY? Can you win it and give your team a chance in this game? Convergent pass will be used. It's gonna hit Luriok, but of course they're gonna be in the corner. Will you be aggressive or will you play this safe? What will you do? You're just gonna go for the plant. Goes for the fake plant at that, Luriox. What is your decision making here? Who can find this round victory? It's gonna be so close. What does Derek ultimately want to do? Gonna stick the bomb this time around. Luriox gonna look to potentially force this. The timing favors none of them, but Luriox knows exactly where this player most likely is potentially gonna dart. They will. Can you find the shot? They will. Luriox, a triple kill. It's 6-2 THBO.
Beautiful round there from Luriox, being able to, 1, instinctively hide out that ult, and 2, knowing that that first tap isn't the real plant. That's amazing. This is working up to be such a great series. We just need LRSNY to wake up here. I mean, they lost their map pick. So did Thonix, though. It's just, this is where that momentum and that mentality pushes you to the edge, where at this point, Thonix losing their map pick should have crumbled that map too. After they're losing their pick, and now we're seeing them just dominate. LRSNY needs to pull some of their magic out and do what they're doing.
I mean, this round matters so much right now. 5v5 weapons again. Bankai with this operator won't find any value towards A, but we will see what the rifles of LRSNY can do in this round. Derek really throwing the charge, and Lucky Fan has been a bit quiet so far this game. Has been the MVP of the series just all around, but so far they've been very good at stopping LRSNY from activating him. Falco now in this position and market will get taken down by Derek again, but will it be enough? Fruitless so good with this Guardian, will find 1, gets a bit chip damage, and gets taken down by Quinny G. The tech in a perfect position to take down Wind. And this round, can you just... What is the tech? Okay, tech is just calming that there is a jet in market. We'll see if that works to their advantage or not, or might blow up in their face. That could be devastating.
We see Quinny loaded up, ready for Wind here. Trying to take this fight, knowing that he's coming out of market. The tech hiding, great discipline. Bankai gets the tech.
2
Quinny left
versus
alone
2.
on site.
Quinny will be able to find the other one, and Bankai does fall. Again, I think that's a bit questionable from the tech. I would just like that kill early and then rotate. But either way, they're able to find the rest of the picks. But man, that is very scary.
We've seen Bankai do a lot with that op, especially at these close ranges. But it just wasn't enough this round. We're seeing them load up towards B again. It looks like this might be the preferred play with the tech working this lurk, getting space mid, communicating everything he's hearing. That's kind of the way you got to work the map. I feel like we're not on attack. We're getting a lot of this A main space, and we're not moving up enough, and we're just trusting B with this one trip.
Yeah,
We need more
eco.
information here. Yeah.
Is the eco for them as well, as Derek will be able to find one, but Fruitless finds the trade with the Sheriffs. They're looking good. Not again. Don't tell me we're getting another Thrifty here. We'll definitely see as Derek has to be careful. Falls off the angle, and they will survive. So at least 3 players will live for now for LRSNY, but they lose the trade with the Sheriffs somehow. Once more, as Quinny G potentially being aggressive here, might get taken down by Fruitless. They will. It's a 2 versus 4 now. Derek has to be careful. No! It's all up to Lucky Fan. Playing the off angle will whiff most of these shots. It's a 3 versus 1. The Thrifty again in the mix. Bankai closes it out. 2.0 KD, and THBO are running away with it.
THBO does not want to let go of this 4-round lead. They are taking it back every round. Off of a Thrifty is remarkable, especially with a lot of that mid presence. They lost B main early, but gave it up knowing that they'd be able to retake it from mid altogether. THBO has woken up from map 1, and now we're here with what I'm sure they thought they were gonna play like, with LRSNY wondering what's going on. They need another timeout maybe at this point.
2 runs away from the next half, so we'll see if they ultimately want to do that. They just need to stop throwing these Thrifty rounds. They need to settle down, because everything that worked in map number 1 is just never working again, and THBO has been so good at implementing their strats, and we'll see if that can continue to happen as this mid insert is going to look to come in. Hunter's Fury will be used. Surely gets taken down, and it will, as Fruitless finds a double kill of their own again. Been so strong in this game. Win and Falco also contribute. What is this Omen eating? Because they're looking to take the series MVP. It's 8-3.
Sure, it's not eating fruit because he is fruitless.
Oh,
bad joke.
I mean,
really remarkable round there. Honestly, if I'm LRSNY here, I'm buying the cheap guns because those are the rounds that they're winning. They're winning not with these Vandals or Phantoms, not with ults, but with their Spectres, with their Stingers, anything that lets them get a lot closer and scrappy. The more they're into Thonix's face, the more they're winning these close fights.
I remember map 1 where it just looked like any gun that LRSNY had, they just instantly won it. But in this time around, it just feels like whatever they pick up just doesn't work. They need to find something, but they're about to run into a Bankai with a Bankai operator. So that is not going to be a very fun time for one of these poor contestants, and it looks like it's going to be the tech. Goodbye, Cypher.
Ugh. Normally the tech is such a strong contender on these maps, but right now I feel like he's just not. He's lost the tech. He's losing some of these crucial positions.
Yeah, it took 1 for the team there. At least they'll have a free 8 site potentially, as Bankai actually pushes off this angle, but with so many players of THBO to mid, I mean, they just have this for free. The Hunter's Fury gonna hit absolutely nothing, so that's a huge whiff of this ultimate, but Derek finds a crucial kill on to win with the Stinger and makes it extremely interesting. His Lucky Fan as well. Bankai pushes out of the smoke with no help, and this is a huge round now. Potentially Falco barely dodges the convergent pass, but it's a 2 versus 4, a potential Thrifty now for the side of LRSNY. Ariax pushing out, gets paranoid, whiffs on the Stinger, but should still fall. Lucky Fan on for a triple. It's all up to Falco. Falco's so good in these type of situations, but this time around it's not happening. 8-4 half. I mean, very good for THBO still.
Switching sides.
Beautiful positioning here, yeah. We're looking at what could be a nice comeback coming from LRSNY. I mean, they struggle on the attack side, so hopefully their defense is able to be a little bit stronger, a little bit more coordinated with each other. I love how they're working the map, and I'm hoping they're able to continue that on this defense side. On the attack side, though, we have THBO, who are having a great game. They're playing together, they're winning their fights. Their util is I won't say flawless, but almost flawless. They are playing these rounds out so beautifully. This is gonna be interesting as we come into these last few rounds.
Who I'm looking at for THBO, if you want to win this round, it's Falco with the Ghost. We've seen them time and time again get these crucial double kills that really help your team, and will be able to get one to start off. Lucky Fan gets that to trade, but it just makes Wind trade it right back. The Tech is now left alone on the B site, needs so much help, has no more crits at all. Will be able to find one, but it's not enough. Josh and Quinny G need to be able to clutch out this round. LRSNY, only one pistol win in this series, and it's one of the reasons why THBO has been so good. As Win finds another, it's up to Quinny G, and I don't think you are long for this world, as you will not be able to live. Wind with the triple. It's 9-4, and THBO are looking to take this.
Beautiful attack side from THBO here. I mean, they are just playing the map so well, with Falco being able to pick up one in tiles, and then when Yoru gets the kill, they immediately trade him out with with Wind in the middle. We're just doing so well. We have our second and last timeout coming out from LRSNY here. I get it. I want to know what's going on too.
They need a hope, they need a prayer, and even them, they're like, hey, we're also playing for our tournament lives right now, so we have to get this done, because I don't know if these teams know that a team dropped out, so there is that information still floating in the air. We'll see what they ultimately want to do. We'll see what this timeout is about, but Derek needs help. Like, top fragging this lobby while they're down 9-4. Like, give this Waylay some sort of assistance.
I agree. And usually you could kind of see it balance out with like assists or even impact in other places, but right now it just looks like everyone kind of fell asleep.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll see what kind of things they can talk about, because they need to figure this out now, because they're playing for their tournament lives. We'll see if a potential Thrifty can come out, because those are always fun in general. But the question is, LRSNY, what do you have up your sleeve, especially since you're calling the timeout now and not the round after?
We know LRSNY is deadly on these Thrifties. I'd love to see how this plays out for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Towards A. And again, we are just horrible at gambling against each other.
It happens, but Bonkai will hear all of this and will most likely just fall off this position. Will stay for one kill on the Derek, and that should most likely say goodnight to this round for the side of LRSNY. Another kill for Bonkai, because why not? 3
through the cage.
One taps. And we'll see what the attack, or the defense, I guess you could say, can do on this retake. But Bonkai just wants even more. Passive stats, because why not? It's a triple. Brulix will find one. Going for the knife, but Bonkai denies it. It's a quadra, and 17-8-1 now is what this chamber is rocking.
Flawless round coming into the next round. I mean, this is looking worse and worse for LRSNY. Normally, you'd want to get at least 1 or 2 guns off to try and chip at the economy, but THBO is going strong. I mean, they haven't lost, they didn't lose a gun, their economy's solid, they're able to buy up the full armor without risking the next round. This is looking worse and worse for LRSNY as time goes on. They need this round right here to be able to turn.
Yeah, it is going to be the most needed one in general, and we've seen a bonus one so many times for THBO, and that could be the final backbreaker that THBO need to just destroy their competition. The question is, who will be that player to really make that ultimately happen? Because, I mean, LRSNY, we know they can win these rounds. We saw map 1, but map 1 was 2 hours ago, essentially, or was an hour ago at this point. And no further kills will be found just far as they're actually just looking to force it. Wind pushes all the way up. Will be in the little cubby. We'll see if they can get any help, because those 2 players are going to be stuck. Quinny G has potential here, but there is a judge available for Fruitless. Will get taken down by the Tech. That's huge, but Lyriox will be able to trade. Who can find these picks? Ultimately will be Josh for one more. But it's not looking good now for THBO. They'll get Bonkai coming very slowly over. The trades are definitely favoring in a way for THB, but Lucky Fan denies it all. For the first time in 4 bonuses, LRSNY wins it.
That's what they needed here. This was the round that we said that they needed to flip, and now they have a fighting chance. It's pushing Thonix into the edges of their economy. So if they lose any guns, they're looking a little bit rough here. But they're still able to full buy into this round and take the fight to them. It's just seeing how now LRSNY, who has a little bit of a weaker buy, how they can react to this. I mean, we've seen them do better with like lesser guns in these fights, so I'm not scared for them, but this is going to be hairy.
All starts with Lucky Fan on this A site with Josh. It's going to be very interesting to see who can potentially find this pick. Lucky Fan will be able to find one. Teleports out. That's huge and finds the Dart player. And that will start us off well as LRSNY will fall. Slowly, it looks like the attack wants to continue here. Falco will find aggression, and both Silvas are going to be down for this round. No information with that, but Bankai finds Lucky Fan, and THBO can look to progress through A. Will bait these players over towards B. A huge pick for the chamber again. Slowly, they are looking to go onto this A site. Look how fast they are playing, though. 20G will be taken down. The Tech, though, trying to play spoiler. They will fall. It's going to be 11-5 in favor of THBO. THBO, Black, Onyx are not looking to go winless in this season. 2 rounds before they potentially win.
Of course, LRSNY, they're not doing bad, but they are playing a lot of these ones that we pointed out for THBO Black earlier. I mean, we saw them all die in split spots. One died shop, one died top mid. We saw the Tech try and get this little alert kill on A against 2 of them, but it just didn't pay out. I mean, we need to see them start playing together if they want to come back off this.
Yeah, and it needs to come out right now. LRSNY do not want to go down 12-5. They have 2 Stingers, a Sheriff, and 2 Classics. Coming into this round is Bankai 19-9-1 are looking to do some more damage, but Josh finds a crucial kill, 5 HP. They live, and that will give them a chance at the very least to win this one, but nothing is set and done until it is over. As Bankai trying to just put more aggression, trying to just bait these players of LRSNY to attack him at mid, because we know how good Bankai has done thus far. They're looking to actually attack Quinny. Use the paranoia. Does go the wrong way, though, so unfortunately won't be able to find much value there.
Bankai is flanked on both sides here. The Tech falls. We lose a lot of our stall intel.
But Lucky Fan is able to find one with the Stinger, even though the Neural Theft was used. Can he find another? He does! Lucky Fan finds another one, and it's a 3 versus 2. 1 HP on both of the players, though. Let's be honest there. But what does Fruitless do? A very clutch flank that I don't think they were expecting whatsoever. Now Fruitless can just rotate all the way over to Falco. A huge potential clutch here for the Omen.
That pick gave Falco just enough time to get that plant down without them expecting it. Just that one kill allowed for Josh and Lucky Fan to stall and be like, wait, is it gonna be B? And now Falco's in a great position with Fruitless being able to pick up a lot of space here. Falco ends off the round with 2 kills of his own.
It is
really well played.
Match point now for THBO, Black, Onyx. They have looked very nice in the 2 last maps, and they're looking to close this one out right now. The question is, can they or will they fall to the pressure? As it looks like LRSNY will buy whatever they can. They have 2 ultimates to use. It's not going to be enough to win them a map. It won't kill anybody, so they'll have to use their gunplay in general. I assume Bankai will be using... Oh, they're not going to use their tour de force just yet, but we'll see what they ultimately want to do. Derek going to be aggressive here towards B, but it is not working out already. Fruitless absolutely clean with it. 2 players still towards this area as well, and Fruitless wants to play more. Bankai finds Josh in mid. Can they find anything else? And LRSNY able to find another Fruitless with a huge kill. Leaves the Tech all alone and afraid. They pop the trip towards A. They know exactly where the Tech is, and this series is over. THBO, Black, Onyx have their first win of the tournament.
Beautiful match coming out here. We saw Onyx Black lose their first map pick and then come back to a 13-6 and a 13-5, showing that that was just a fluke. They came to play and they're not ready to be disqualified yet.
I mean, this is literally anyone's group now. Group one, there's just so many teams that are just battling out for this last spot for the playoff. And I mean, Thanox, they got moved into this one. They didn't even start here, and they're already making a name for themselves. And I'm very intrigued to see who we get for our interview because, I mean, they must have something to say about this one.
Oh, for sure. I mean, on both teams, I mean, there's so much to talk about. I'm excited to see who we end up talking with.
As hopefully we get someone very soon to get into there. But Fruitless and Bunkai, in the last two maps especially, those were kind of crazy how well they were able to get everything done. But it looks like we're going to get Wind coming in here, the duelist for THBO.
Beautiful.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
How you doing, Wind?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Perfect. Uh, we have a few questions. My main one is you had a rough game on your map pick
Yeah.
for Lotus. You guys went down 13-4. How was it getting back into the mentality of that? 'Cause, from experience, playing and losing something that you're so confident in is a big hit to the mental. How did you get the team back and going, ready for the next map?
I think the main thing was just that we realized that like it was just a one game and we really needed to win this if we wanted a chance, you know? So we kind of just like locked in and thought of like the most important things.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean that's what it comes down to. What are your takeaways from that game and moving on to the next two? 'Cause on our side, it felt like weren't you guys didn't want, weren't confident to take the early fights. But then in the next two maps, I mean that's all we saw you guys do is finding little info and taking quick angles to find something for fights or some quick picks. Like what changed between those two maps that you decided that, oh, we need to fix this?
The main thing in the first map we were struggling with was the fact that we used most of the beginning of the like pregame rounds to just like focus on things, but we couldn't ever come up with a plan before. But
Mhm.
the second and third map, we focused a lot more on like pregame and getting our comms right. And it
Beautiful.
really
I
helped.
mean, obviously, yeah, I was gonna say, obviously it paid off working with coming up with a plan and locking in a little bit. Um, if you had to say what were the hardest rounds for you, what were the typical conditions? Like, was it on their thrifties or was it when one of you were picked off too early?
I mean, for me, it was definitely that stinger. But yeah, no, it was really they had really good, really strong thrifties. They were really good with ecos. It was
Oh yeah,
really hard. So we had to make sure we won those ecos or else we would be down a lot.
oh yeah. They were really menacing with those lighter guns, and we were talking about it how it felt like every time we saw something besides a Phantom or Vandal in their hand, like, it just became the most menacing gun on the
Yeah,
field.
especially that Waylay with their stinger.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and
no, it was a great time.
I mean, the aftermath one, you guys looked absolutely phenomenal. But I want to ask you about the future for you guys because you guys have one more match looking up. And I don't know if you knew this, but if you lost this match, you guys would have been effectively eliminated from playoff contention with the news today of Rotten, I believe, being dropped out of the or dropping out of the tournament. So you guys keep yourselves alive, and now you have one more match to really prove yourself and try and clinch the playoffs against Rozo Core in week 7. Do you have any thoughts going into that match at all?
Uh, we're gonna win.
No,
That's the
fair.
confidence we need.
I mean, it was
Yep.
a really nice series from you guys in general, and it is nice that you guys were able to win from moving over to Group 1 because of all the dips from certain teams. But
Yeah.
again, thank you very much, Win, though, for the interview today, and thank you everyone for watching Boba Bash for week number 5. That is it for us for this week. We'll see you for week 6. I'm Rhodes, joined with Rocky and Fossey in the observing booth. We'll see you next week.
Have a great night, everyone.